2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
The action tonight will be happening out in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will be going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, they split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. In this matchup, 2 seasoned clubs. Shaq, talk about the importance of experience on a roster.
Yeah, a lot of great young teams go nowhere. The Warriors did it fairly young, but most champions have a lot of vets.
Well, experienced players have patience. That's the difference. They're willing to wait for something better to develop. Younger players are in a hurry to get it there, but moving the ball, good shot selection, those are the things that help you win titles.
And with the tip-off coming up shortly, we go courtside to Kevin Harlan for the call.
A lot of sharp dressers coming off that Spurs bus as they arrived at the arena, pumped up and primed for action. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. You're looking live and down at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. The setting for our broadcast tonight. We're wearing our costumes. We hope you are too. Happy Halloween as 2K Sports presents the NBA. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Clippers against the San Antonio Spurs. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sidelines. While we get a break, let's take a look at the October standings out west. You look at the Spurs, off to a great start this season, currently in second. And checking out the Clippers, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And you know, for the Spurs, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
They've been one of the great stories in the league this year, no doubt about it. Fans all over the league have gotten behind these guys.
And the starting group for the Spurs, Lyles out there at DeRozan. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Clippers, Beverly and Shamet in the backcourt together. Patrick Patterson is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Murray. Well, it's all about the trick-or-treating tonight, Smitty.
Well, I'm old school, Kevin, but I will tell you, I hated candy corn. You can keep that. I hated the way it looked, and I hated the way it tasted.
And so here are the Clippers. Now Shamet. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
It was a busy rookie season for Landry Shamet. He got off to a hot start in Philadelphia, but was traded near the deadline to the Clippers. Slotted in as a starter there and looked great.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And last year for Shamet, even with the trade from Philadelphia, that was still very productive.
Reason why the shooting from outside is what jumps out at you. Rarely do you ever see a rookie come in and shoot over 40% from deep like Shamet did.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. So it's San Antonio now. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Lyles. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. Asked about guarding Kawhi Leonard, he shook his head, saying, "It's amazing how he's grown from college to now. One of the game's most complete offensive weapons. And Kevin, the claw is really a tough task to slow down."
Thank you, David. Here's Leonard, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Leonard, the pass to Beverly, and stolen by Murray. little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
DeRozan against Leonard. Ring shot on the way, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. DeRozan's got his second basket of the night. Beverley with the ball. His last outing, he had 8 points. He can't get it to go. Aldridge with some nice D. Leonard against DeRozan. Pass to Aldridge. Now Lyles. Wide open look here for Murray. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Working off ball, something Murray continues to develop. That's a nice play.
Bounce pass from Beverley. Leonard dishes to Beverley. San Antonio with the rebound. Fresh from a win against Portland.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
I love the communication, love the hustle. They came up with big stops all night. And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Leonard with no one around. A three-pointer is right on target.
Beautiful stroke, a direct result of all the hard work Leonard's put in.
Murray, the pass to Lyles. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Shamet. And it's DeRozan missing.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Shamet kicks to Beverley. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Leonard against DeRozan. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
Murray outside. No good with the layup. Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Beverley, the pass to Zubac. Ivica Zubac may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubac does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time.
Shooting 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
The Spurs with the league's longest active playoff streak, 22 years and running, not to mention 5 titles in that span. No wonder the Spurs are viewed as the league's model franchise.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Aldridge dishes to Murray. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. Well, Steve, the Spurs are so well run. If they played in a top 5 market, they might be the most popular team in the NBA by now.
You know what, Kevin? They probably would, but this is the way this organization likes it. They like to be quiet and under the radar. They like to sustain success, and they like to build a great culture. At the same time, the small market is really a part of their culture. Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Leonard against DeRozan. Shoots over Leonard. And it's DeRozan missing.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him.
And Beverley kicks to Zubac. Wants to get it to Shamet and does.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Shamet. Wiles against Patterson. Puts up a three. Kept alive. Here's DeRozan. Count that bucket.
DeRozan in traffic doing a great job to come up with that rebound.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw tonight.
And up around 82% as a team a season ago. So they know how to make the most of those opportunities.
Common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
It's stolen by DeRozan. At the elbow, Murray. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Murray's got 6. The Clippers trail. And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
And finished off by DeRozan.
You see with DeMar, the long step on the drive, then quick to go airborne.
And Beverly kicks to Shamet. Patterson down low, covered by Lyons. And he lays it straight in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. And there's the pass to Murray. Back to DeRozan. To the inside, Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
DeMar's a magnet for defensive attention. You see the overreaction leading to a wide open man.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Harkless comes in for Patrick Patterson. Lou Williams is subbed in for Landry Shamet. The Spurs also changing it up. Rudy Gay's checked in for Trey Lyles. Bellinelli comes in for Bryn Forbes. And Derek White subbed in for DeJounte Murray. Now here's Leonard. 5 points in the game. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
The evolution of Leonard's game, making things happen with the dribble drive.
White. The shot. And he overshot that one, missing. The Clippers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Play against Leonard. Williams' shot is off.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And the rejection by Harrell. Green's checked in for Leonard. San Antonio also making some changes. Jakob comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in for DeMar DeRozan. White looking around. And here's Gay. His last outing, he had 8 points. They get the rebound. Hurdle. Great D that time from Harrell.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Can't blame the defense for going on that shot fake. Poeltl is very skilled at doing this. The defensive impact of Jakob Poeltl giving the Spurs a boost. Great timing and instincts as a shot blocker.
And he knocks down the first one. And coming to San Antonio in the Kawhi Leonard trade, the Spurs hoping Poeltl can be a difference maker.
You know what, Kevin? Already their best roll threat offensively. He rarely misses with his right hand in close.
No good on the second free throw.
What you love about Jakob Poeltl is his size, a 7-footer who plays hard on both ends of the floor.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Williams. Hits the target from 18 feet.
Well, he can hit the three. He can drive it. Now you see what Williams can do from the mid-range.
Bounce pass Mills. Bellinelli finds White. Pass to Gay. Bellinelli with it. 5 on the clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Poeltl's shot is off.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Now here's Mills, defended by Harkless. Poeltl, the pass to White. Back to Poeltl. Knocked away. Harkless with the steal. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Coaches talk about young players needing to experience the playoffs to understand that level. Smitty, why is that so hard to simulate without going through it?
Kevin, reasons why is in the playoffs, everything is taken to another level. Also, you're seeing this team night in and night out. They know your plays. You know their plays. It comes down to just execution, and you can't have careless turnovers or those brain freezes you have in the regular season.
The Spurs shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. The free throw drops for Poeltl. The Clippers have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Outside Williams. Passes it to Harrell. Stolen by Gay. Here's Mills. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Portland. Second chance shot. Unable to get that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Just goes to show you that these two teams are always at the top of their games when they go up against one another.
Here's White after the basket by Los Angeles. Now here's Bellinelli. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Clock is at 3. And it's White missing.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Mills. Last season's performance for him. Last year, averaged 10 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
And the first one drops. And for a long time, JaMychal Green was mostly an energy player. But Smitty, he's expanded his game lately.
Worked on developing an outside shot. He can drop a few threes from the power forward spot now, Kevin. He still has a high motor. You love the activity around the rim.
Both free throws good from Green.
A big key to the Clippers' recent surge, the development of Montrezl Harrell. His activity and his ability to score have been infectious for this team, and he also can be very intimidating. He was too aggressive. That's already his second foul. We haven't even gotten out of the first quarter.
And the Clippers getting Harrell in that Chris Paul deal turned out to be a decent trade for both teams.
You're totally right. The Rockets already had Capella. Harrell was sort of a redundant in terms of skill set, and you can only have one rim runner on the floor before you began to compromise spacing.
The Italian Marco Bellinelli, one of the league's best sharpshooters, and Greg very comfortable shooting on the move.
He always seems to be floating one way or the other on his shot. It wouldn't work for most shooters, but he uses it to evade the beat.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Here's Beverly, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 4.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Mills. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. 5th is Montrezl Harrell.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Now here's Beverly, covered by Mills. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Kicks to Harrell. No good there. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And White with the stuff.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Now Williams had a 24-point outing in their last game against Utah. From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead. They lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. Harrell is out there with Green, and it's Harkless in at small forward. And the Spurs with possession. The Clippers getting the bucket. Now here's Mills. Not a lot of room. And that one's good by Gay.
I like how he absorbed contact. Rudy Gay with the body control to finish through it.
Beverly, the pass to Harrell. Harkless on the wing. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Last season, it took some time for the Spurs to gel with the early injuries and new faces. They played their best basketball down the stretch. Took the second-seeded Nuggets to 7 games.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. In the back half of last season, the Spurs posting a 9-game winning streak. Steve, what changed for them?
You know, Kevin, for me, they toughened up their defense. They moved Jakob Poeltl into the starting lineup at the 5 position. And they found that chemistry and they got going.
And the Clippers making a change here. Shamet's checked in. And he makes the first but misses the second. Spurs trail by 3. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Shots good by Mills.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Williams. Here's Harrell. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Harrell's got his first points of the night.
Well, here's the thing. We're used to Montrezl Harrell scoring around the bucket. Now he gets it done from the mid-range.
Harrell against Gay. Another shot, and the rejection by Harrell. He's against Gay, and is Harrell missing? Spurs trail by 3. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played it. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. Here's White. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Shamet. Lets it go from the wing. Good. Shamet's got 6 points.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Defensively, Smitty, why do we see more full-court press in college than we do in the NBA?
You know, the guards are better at the NBA level, and I think also your 5-man, who usually a guy who can't bring it up, they're pretty good at the NBA level. Just overall, Kevin, the skill level at the NBA level is better at college, so you can't really trap guys and pick on one guy who's not equipped.
A different look for the Clippers. Patterson comes in for Green, and it's Kawhi Leonard in for Harkless. And the Spurs with some changes. DeRozan against Leonard. Tipped away. Leonard with the steal. Here's Shamet. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Beautiful executed play. Kawhi Leonard makes the right read, wheeling and dealing.
DeRozan passes to Aldridge. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
You know, he's standing 6'11" with a 7'5" wingspan. LaMarcus Aldridge prefers playing power forward, but make no mistake, he has the size to hang with the big dogs at center.
And the first one at the line is good. And with his height and reach, not many that can block Aldridge's turnaround jumper.
His release on his jump shot is so high. The rainbow arc, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Williams with the ball, picked up by Aldridge. Fades and shoots, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Williams. 9 points for Kawhi Leonard.
If you can't get Leonard a look inside, this is the next best thing. Terrific touch from mid-range.
There's the pass to Aldridge. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Shamet with it. 8 points for him.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 20 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
No good on the free throw. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Spurs, trailing by 4. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. The Clippers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter, over 60% shooting. On the wing, Williams. Just 5 to shoot. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Aldridge. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Murray. It's rebounded by Leonard. And Los Angeles guys shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. Back to Williams. Down low. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Pass to Wiles. Double team on Aldridge. Murray kicks to Wiles. San Antonio again missing. Clippers leading by 6. Williams passes to Harrell. is Williams. Takes a shot at the elbow. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 4th rebound in this one. And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Passes to Lyles. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Lyles got his first 2 points.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Williams. Clippers moving the ball around. Harrell kicks to Patterson. Williams against Aldridge. Williams can't hit.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
DeRozan with it. Leonard picks him up and stolen by Harrell. To the paint. Leonard, no luck. Spurs trail by 4. And DeRozan, here we go. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And the Clippers get called for the foul.
Well, the first 9 seasons of DeMar DeRozan's career in Toronto, it had become home for him. Last season, the adversity of a trade that sent him to San Antonio.
Throw is good. And Smitty, a real adjustment for DeRozan, leaving behind the only NBA team he had ever known after so long.
Yeah, he'd been instrumental in taking the Raptors franchise to new heights. A lot of emotions. I think he understands he's going to grow from that experience.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Now the pass to Shamet. Inside. Lets it go from 11. And it's Harrell missing. San Antonio trailing here. Murray outside. Left side, DeRozan. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Savvy and body control of DeRozan. It allows him to finish the play through contact and get to the line. A season lost to injury for DeJounte Murray. He's eager to make up for the lost time, continuing his development.
Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for Williams. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And the potential, Smith, for DeJounte Murray is evident.
He's already a tough defender. He has great size and length for the point guard position. Offense is where he has to grow.
The putback, Aldridge. Great positioning on the putback.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And here's Beverley. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Leonard against DeRozan. And they get it. Leonard attacking. He takes it up and lays it in. Leonard's got 6 here in this quarter.
He is in the zone tonight. Kawhi is carrying this offense.
DeRozan scanning the floor. Can he keep it going? Doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. With some arc. And it's Beverley missing. San Antonio leading. Pass to Murray. Shamet with the steal. The rim-rattling two-handed jam. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's Murray. 6 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. DeRozan in the corner. Over Leonard. Rebound by the Clippers. Beverly's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Leonard on the wing. Launches it. Rebounded by the Spurs.
With floor spacing at a premium, they need him to hit these shots. Made just that one in the first.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And that's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
And the Clippers making a change here. Harkless is checked in. The Spurs also changing it up. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lyles, and it's Mills in for Murray. Mills finds Aldridge. Here's DeRozan. 80 that time from Leonard.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now here's Gay. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Back to Gay. Passes it to Aldridge. Aldridge double teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
So it's the Spurs now. Gay dishes to Mills. Aldridge kicks to DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. And the rejection by Zubac. The Clippers in the lead. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
San Antonio's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Leonard against DeRozan to stop the drought. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
Now, here's Shamet. He's covered closely, and DeRozan sends it back. There's 53 seconds left now here in the second. And here's Mills from the arc. They get it again. And it's Aldridge missing. Los Angeles leading by 3. Tries from 10. A 3-ball. Rebound San Antonio. Gay's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And as the Spurs enter a new era, Patty Mills providing that carryover from their championship past.
Yes, he's taking on a big leadership role. The feisty little guard willing to speak up and teach the younger players the Spurs way of doing things.
Free throw good, Mills.
The Spurs in a transition period. No Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Kawhi Leonard, all retired or have moved on. Interesting to see how they stay competitive.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Then for the Spurs, Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Derek White subbed in for Bryn Forbes.
And one of the game's best free throw shooters. It's a shame that Patty almost never gets to the line.
Here's Beverly. Leonard draws the double. Just 5 on the clock. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here is Los Angeles now. Poked loose. Shamet the pass to Leonard. Outside, Green. Beverly wide open. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Beverly's got 5 points so far.
Right in Beverly's wheelhouse, finding space. Quick release off the catch. Money.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers lead by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lanes at every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
When you think about giving up 3 or 4 extra turnovers, that can mean 8 or 9 points at the end of it. That's why every coach preaches it. Take care of the basketball. Bottom line, they need to protect the ball and play under control.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Aldridge out there with Lyles. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Now here's DeRozan, pass to Murray. And no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Leonard inside. DeRozan defending. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Spurs trail by 7. Now Murray. To the middle. Here's Lyles, and the dunk by Lyles.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Here's Beverly after the basket by San Antonio. No good on that one. Murray with the defensive effort. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. It's a 5-point game.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Greg, you talk about the media focus for Kawhi Leonard. Not exactly something he embraces.
Not at all. As a kid on his birthdays, he'd shutter himself in his room because he didn't want the attention. To this day, he lets his play do the talking.
And so he makes both from the line.
With Kawhi, you love his talent, but just as important, you love the basketball IQ and work ethic.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. That's tipped. Beverly with the ball. And Leonard has it in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Zubats. Second shot opportunity. Goes up again, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. You know, Steve, the 2018 rookie class really burst out onto the scene. What has impressed you most about that group?
I think a couple things, Kevin. First of all, they're very talented. They handle themselves extremely well off the court. But most of those guys were able to last through the rookie wall and play pretty much 75 to 82 games.
Yeah, really put their fingerprints on their team, didn't they?
They did, and a lot of those guys are leaders.
Here's Beverly, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Here's Patterson. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got 4 rebounds in this game. And Forbes kicks to Murray. Outside DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. Murray with the bounce pass. Yep, it counts. 8 points for Aldridge.
As a coach, this is how you like your plays to end. Aldridge with a high percentage look.
And here's Beverly. 5 points in the game. Here's Zubats. Back to Leonard. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
He's a bona fide star. Kawhi Leonard with the workman-like approach.
The pass to Forbes. Lyles with it. He's covered by Shamet. Lyles kicks to DeRozan. Pass to Aldridge. And the rejection by Zubats. That one wide left. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul for the Clippers. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubats. Lou Williams is subbed in for Landry Shamet. Murray against Beverly. Passes it to DeRozan. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Leonard. Now here's Beverly. Over in the corner, Williams. Buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
Smooth shooting motion from distance. Williams making it look easy.
Leonard against DeRozan. Six on the shot clock. Shot's good by Lyles. Lyles got 6 points. Los Angeles leading by 9. Now Beverly, 5 points in the game. sweet little floater. 7 points in the game.
A shot that Beverly's developed. Once you have the floater, you don't always have to get to the rim.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Loads it up there for Harrell. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now here's Murray. He's got 6. Aldridge. Back to Murray. Wide open. It's hauled in by Beverly. Beverly's got rebound number 5 here tonight. He kicks it to Williams. Pass to Harrell. Aldridge with some nice D.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Forbes dishes to Murray. Jay. Rebound by Harrell.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Now here's Murray. Following the miss by Lou Williams. And it's Murray penetrating. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Murray's got 8 points.
A tough cover because Murray thrives in the pick and roll. He can beat you with the shot or the pass.
And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Los Angeles leading by 11.
And despite a fair amount of turnover, the Clippers have made the playoffs 7 out of the last 8 years.
I am so surprised. When you lose Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan, you expect a complete rebuild. But the team stayed competitive throughout, and now they're well positioned into the future.
Yes, that goes in. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
The craftiness of Lou Williams, able to create separation off the dribble.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And what was more fun to watch last season than Patrick Beverly checking Kevin Durant in the playoffs?
Patrick Beverly's energy and fight gave the Clippers a chance every night. Obviously, the Warriors' talent won out, but the Clippers made them work every step of the way.
Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Reese Harkless comes in for Kawhi Leonard.
Looking now at some numbers from Montrezl Harrell. A very nice season for him last year. 5th in field goal percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Oh, great ball movement there. Look at all the under-the-radar prospects that have found success with the Spurs. How do they keep hitting on all these players other teams have missed?
They do a great job with their player development. They also do a great job identifying players with great character. They have guys who work extremely hard. They have great coaching, and they teach. But more importantly, what they do, GA, they give you confidence. And that's where I think the Spurs separate from other organizations.
And the free throw, no good.
Some players never recover from a torn Achilles. Rudy Gay has come back and as good as ever. Still one of the most productive small forwards we have in the league.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Clippers leading by 15. Looking over the floor. The pass to Green. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists tonight. And Steve, the size and athleticism of Gay has always set him apart at that small forward position.
He's able to make something out of nothing, playing over the top most of the time of his defender. He is dangerous. Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
One shot.
Injuries pressing Derek White into a much bigger role in year 2. But you know what, Smitty? He rose to the occasion.
You know, I love him. He has great size at 6'4" for a point guard. Good instincts. He can shoot. He can create. I love his versatility.
Williams, again the Clippers.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
Pass to Gay. Makes it off the glass.
Over the years, Rudy Gay has added a lot of bulk to his frame. You see it right there off contact.
Williams against White. Williams passes to Harkless. Back to Williams. 5 to shoot. Rebounded by the Spurs. Gay's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Mills, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort, and he brings the energy.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Patrick Beverly likes to play aggressive, plays at a high pace. Nice finish off contact.
Looking it over. Passes to Bellinelli. Back to Mills. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
San Antonio getting another chance here. Bellinelli with it. Outside, White. Tries yet again. Hurdle trying to get open. They retain possession. They recover it. And here is Harkless. Kicks it to Beverly. Back to Harkless. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
That's good from Harkless. Landry Shamet's checked in for the Clippers. That one is no good. Spurs trail by 15. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Mills. 8 points for him. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell.
He's an aggressive defender with long arms. Montrezl Harrell is always looking to send it back.
We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Shots good by Gay. "26 seconds left in the third quarter. White against Williams.
Hey, yo, right here.
The shot clock. From deep three-point range, they get it back.
Incredible activity from Montrezl Harrell. So many of his points is off the offensive glass.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Los Angeles on top, up by 15. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here's Gay. Williams and Shamet are the guard set. Green is out there with Harrell, and it's Harkless in at the three. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Friday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good from Gay.
A really solid shooter once he gets to the line, and Rudy Gay has gotten to the line a lot in his career.
And it's Williams with the ball for Los Angeles. 17 points was their biggest margin. Shamet finds Williams. Again, Los Angeles.
You know, bursting off the screen, Williams makes a quick decision, takes it himself.
Spurs trail by 15. Mills with it. Williams picks him up. Floats one, and he lays it up and in.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Now, here's Shamet. Inside. It's the bucket. Williams has got 11 in the second half.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Over Harrell, and the Spurs scoring again.
This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
Williams against White. The pass to Shamet. Oh, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against San Antonio.
Few guys play with Harrell's level of energy, and that gets him to the line with some frequency.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
That free throw, no good. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Patty Mills. Good on the second free throw. And last season, Montrezl Harrell absolutely came alive for the Clippers.
He's always played with energy, but was more focused and made the most of his chances. You like to see him provide a little more on the glass, but make no mistake, he's a great finisher at the rim.
Now here's Harkless. Drops in the layup for two. And the Clippers lead by 16.
The Eskeven just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's White. 15, and he gets the jumper to drop. And that's now 18 points for DeMar DeRozan.
That's his bread and butter. DeRozan has made a living with the mid-range jumper.
Williams against White. Outside Williams. Now Harrell, 6 to shoot. The ball. Rebound San Antonio. DeRozan's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's White. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Now, here's Shamet. Bellinelli is covering. Nobody near Williams. That shot is off. Spurs trail by 12. Outside, White. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And it's blocked. Now, here's Shamet. Bellinelli is covering.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
That free throw good from Shamet. And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in, then for the Spurs. Trey Lyles checked in for Game. Bryn Forbes comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Derek White. So he gets them both. Spurs trail by 14. Murray kicks to Lyles. Pass to Forbes. 2.5 minutes through the final quarter now. With the floater. Nice D from Williams.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And it's Shamet missing.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
To the inside. And Harrell slams it in.
Harrell is an absolute monster around the rim.
Now here's Murray. Passes it to Lyles. Here is Forbes. Feeds it to DeRozan. Leonard with the steal. Pass to Williams. Five on the clock. Leonard draws the double. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Patterson, he's checked in for Harkless. Spurs trail by 16. Outside DeRozan. And the rejection by Harrell. Once again by San Antonio. Los Angeles leading by 16. Floats it up there for Harrell. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Aldridge has all the tools to protect the rim. He's only averaged 1 block a game for his career, but he got it done on that play.
Goal against Murray. And stolen by Patterson. Leonard on the wing. Leonard draws the double. Kicks to Harrell. Back to Williams. That's to Shamet. And the 3 off target. Spurs trail by 16. Pass to Forbes. Back to Murray. Passes it to Lyles. Aldridge against Patterson. They could use a bucket. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Patrick Patterson.
Terrific pump fake by LaMarcus Aldridge. Defensively, you have to do a better job of staying down and living with the quality contest.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Harrell, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. And hits both.
He's a big man you do not want to send to the line. LaMarcus is over 80% for his career.
Here's Beverley, and the layup is good. And the Clippers lead by 16.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. Clippers leading by 16. Pass to Zubac. And Patterson kicks to Shamet. And here is Patterson. Zubac the pass to Shamet. 4 on the shot clock. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop. Shamet's got 4 this quarter.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Murray dishes to Aldridge. Here is Forbes. The pass to DeRozan. Now, here's Lyons. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Beverley against Murray. And Beverley kicks to left. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come paint.
Pass to Aldridge. Double team on Aldridge. Got off the mark, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. A lot of people think, Steve, there are 3 factors necessary to achieving organizational success. Ownership, and ownership. What do you think?
Ownership, and ownership. I think it also comes down to trust. Trust in anything gets you a chance to be successful.
And Steve, it's just about establishing that culture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think you got to have identity, a culture that everybody wants to be a part of.
Now, here's Patterson. Here's Shamet. Hits the three-point bomb. Shamet's got 10 points in just the second half.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Pass to Aldridge. Shoots over Zubac. That one a little long. Los Angeles leading by 23. Shamet up top. Down low. Zubac, that's good.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Now here's Murray. Forbes the pass to Lyles. Outside DeRozan. Looking to end the run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
LaMarcus pushing the action inside. Now goes to the line where he can be phenomenal.
Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Kevin, I haven't, but I bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Medu, he's checked in for Lyles. Damari Carroll comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Walker's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for Murray. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. Here's Magruder. Pass to Kabengele. Out to the right wing. Zubac kicks to Shamet. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Robinson. Carroll with the rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Now here's Mills. No good that time, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now, here's Shamet. Defense is right there.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by San Antonio. Zubac the pass to Shamet. Walker with some nice D. And the Spurs with possession. 41 seconds left to play here in the fourth. The pass to Medu. Basket counts.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Here's Zubac after the basket by San Antonio.
Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
Carroll kicks to Mills. Back to Carroll. Aldridge inside, and no good that time. So Clippers winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.